I would like to introduce the pathway to residency in Japan. The unique point here is the real estate price is comparing to the nearby large cities. This is the one chart showing how our immigration system is working. Hello, my name is Masahito Nakai from Japan. I would like to introduce the pathway to residency in Japan. In fact, I do not want to disappoint you, but actually Japan doesn't have any specific program to receive immigrant by investment. As an immigration specialist working for 30 years, I have rich experience to linking investment, studying by investment, and get residency. All right, so this our office night way. Now 10 o'clock midnight, so I'm afraid I can sit late until the QA session. Now we are midst of the rainy season, so we can see these typical flowers. Right now, this I shot last week. Yeah. So the unique point here is the real estate price is comparing to the nearby large cities like Shanghai, Hong Kong, Singapore, now relatively lower, or we can say reasonable, but easy access to residency, it's difficult. That is the main point of my presentation. So, you know, the Akita dogs, yeah, here or here. Yeah, we have that unique dogs as well. What we can say is that now our passport can enable you to travel 193 countries. That is said that the #1 in the world. But it's also hard pathway to reach citizenship as well. Good place to live? I believe so. In many survey told, some is ranking 5, 4, but in this survey say, this very recent, this including COVID-19 deaths per million. So I think this ranked 1. Okay, then residency by investment, I think it's no. You can invest and you can purchase real estate at a reasonable price, but after then, you need to set up company at least 5 million Japanese yen. This is small money, equivalent to 50,000 US dollar. Now, 110 yen is 1 US dollar. And we need to give a very specific business plan to immigration office, then you will have a good chance to get the business manager visa first. Then later on, you run your company, buy your property, earning money, and you receive your salary by this entity, then you may reach permanent residency in Japan at shortest 1 year after you obtain this business manager visa status. So this is the one chart showing how our immigration system is working. So anybody can start from student or work status if you have a job offer from Japanese company and qualification such as job experience or good educational background, or you married to Japanese national or permanent residency in Japan, you can start from this section, spouse of Japanese or permanent residency, long-term resident. And what is good point is you can change your status from student to work status. So when you graduate and you find job, you can change your status, work status, definitely. And when you marry, you can change dependent status. If you marry with foreigner, or if you marry with Japanese, you can change into spousal Japanese status. Then each those status, after a certain year of stay, you can change or you can apply permanent residency as well. So that at least 1 year means we have some point evaluation system. If more than 80 points, it's evaluated by some background, salary received, educational high score or something like that. At least 1 year, but generally 5-year stay leads you to permanent residency application. And at the same time, citizenship is 5-year stay. Legal 5-year stay bring you to citizenship as well. Almost the same condition as permanent residency, but what is different point is citizenship need Japanese language proficiency, and you need to give up your original nationality. This point is different from residency. Okay, this, yeah, we can skip it because, okay, some nationality who do not have, who enjoy to come Japan without visa, with a waiver program or visa exemption, can apply 1-year visa to stay for recreation. Yeah. So let's move to the real estate price of Japan. It's very unique figure. Its K means this January 1992, 628,000 Japanese yen per square meter. This is a already built, used apartment price nearby Tokyo, Tokyo and nearby Tokyo. So our peak is 1990. It's the same as the share stock peak is around here. So some say the bubble economy was there. So then later on, the price of this real estate buildings, apartments, condominiums, decreasing, getting lower and lower, and touch the bottom around year 2007. It's 14 years back, and now have hiked up to 590,000 JPM per square meter. So it's still lower than 20 years back or 28 years back, and relatively reasonable comparing to Hong Kong, Shanghai, Bangkok, Singapore, or nearby Asian countries. Okay, so let's see some example. This is a building in Harajuku. This seat I get from a real estate agent. This building, 4-story, 4 stairs and 1 basement. The price is 483 million yen. It means about 4.5 million US dollar. So, and all occupied. And most of this used building or old apartment, the yield ratio is 4 to 5%. So it's can be workable. And this, I don't think I can give an accurate explanation on the costing, So there is a running cost, maintenance cost, and purchasing cost as well. This is purchasing cost, I guess. So this other one. So there is many premises on sales, and you can easy to access those information by internet. This I get from this Plaza Homes. So if you are interested in, you can contact them or you can contact us and negotiate or ask them the real cost of purchasing and running costs, because the foreigner need to ask some agency to send invoice to tenant or lessee and collect money, or if they resign, you need to find new one to come in by agency. So there is a running cost and some tax as well. Yeah, this Japanese. So even in Tokyo area, there is many building on sale. Yeah, this autumn view. These are some calculation stage. Yeah, and you need to mind that when you obtain the land, real estate building, the 3% commission should be paid to agency who introduce you or who. Okay, now I will say you that how to reach residency in Japan in some example. So first, you need to enter a temporary visitor visa, 90-day tourist visa, but unfortunately, right now, we are suffering COVID-19 pandemic. So almost total entry ban. So it's a coming by tourist visa is most difficult things right now. Then when you come in, invest at least 5 million Japanese yen. I mean, this is 40,000 US dollar. It's small money, and set up a company. Then show your business plan and rent office. Then we go to immigration to apply for certificate of eligibility. This is a sort of petition to the immigration for your visa. So in case you purchase properties such as apartment buildings, so from this property can generate some profit, and you can learn the rent office business or apartment lease office. That can be the good business plan to bring you to the business manager type visa. Then later, so anyway, you have to operate the company. Then 1 year, 5 years later, you are entitled to an application to the permanent residency. And recently, some local government, city office are offering some special program. So in this yellow line, say Tokyo program allows you to apply for certificate of eligibility, a sort of petition for visa, without your presence and company registration before your investment. This means when you give me information, we will process our business plan, and first we give it to the Tokyo government, Tokyo local government. Before your real money investment, before you purchase land or premises, or even before you are registering company, Tokyo government first approve and issue letter. This letter enable us on behalf of you to apply for certificate of eligibility. So that is one way. Before you are coming by tourist visa, you can arrange your visa first. Okay, this is a differentiation of permanent residency and citizenship. It's almost same, but some is Japanese proficiency is required, Japanese language skill, and no other nationalities allowed when you became Japanese national. This is a different point from, okay, I very quickly go through all the paper. I would like to see you in autumn here after the Olympic Games, because the coronavirus entry ban may continue unless we could introduce maybe vaccine passport or something like that, as the government and people here is very sensitive about the people coming into here to spread the different type of mutant coronavirus or something like that. So I think a few months later, we can open doors to everyone. Yeah. Any
Thank you.
question or later? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Masahito. I would love to come for the Olympic Games, but unfortunately this year probably will not be able to, because like you say, everything is restricted.
Yeah.
I would like to ask a question, please, Mr. Masahito. So
Yeah.
I was looking at the slide, path to residency. And one point is to buying an investment property.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to clarify, this is mandatory. So to go for permanent residency, an individual has to buy a certain investment property like the ones you showed us. Is there a minimum amount? How does this work? Thank you.
Yeah, it's no, not at all. This is a condition for permanent residency. So because of this event is for investment immigration, and many people is interested in the property or premises. So I just showed one example. So the government just request you or foreigner to show business plan and proper investment. Investment is only 5 million yen and any type of business. But in case you start real estate business, huge money is required because you need to earn some rent or lease fee from these premises. It is only 5%. So for example, if you buy such premise, such apartments, you could reach permanent residency by business manager type visa. It's a one example for business manager visa. That's all.
Of course.
Okay?
Excellent. We have time for one more question. I think it's a good question from Zlata. And the question is, so the business visa is the first step. And then you mentioned from 1 to 5 years to permanent residency. Okay, that's a big difference. So what does that depend on?
1 year is the shortest way. This is only highly skilled professional visa. We often obtain permanent residency by 1 year stay for this type of person, but that's most or all we can say is the employee of a large entity. Then the point is evaluated by the salary as well. Salary and educational background, the job history, everything is each point 10 and make it 80 So immigration allowed to give permanent residency after 1 year stay. So the large company case, if large company show the offer letter and the payment record, okay, he will receive 80 million yen this year and next year. So it's easy to examine by immigration. But entrepreneur case, if someone very rich guy invest money and start business, it's hard to examine individually this guy how much he can earn in our year and next year too. So that's 5 years means it's general term. 5 years is one condition to apply for permanent residency, but it's exempted if highly skilled people. So if huge amount, someone come and buy 10 buildings and easy to calculate earning, and from this earning of the company, they
Recording stopped.
get, okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I got it. I got it. So it's like applying, there's a certain set of criteria, and the more guaranteed your income is, and the bigger it is, and the better you look as a candidate, the shorter time for you to get the permanent residency. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you very much. Spasiba.